Hello, movie lovers. Welcome back to SignaTake channel. Today is all about fresh cinema experiences, and I can't wait to share my thoughts on the newest film making its mark. Sit back, relax, and let's dive into the recap of this exciting cinematic adventure. At the beginning of the movie, we see Inuyashiki and his guardian, Ichiro, who worked hard to build this house. However, Ichiro's family accepts his struggle as futile. They think Ichiro is a useless and stupid person, even though he fought hard all day for them. However, they never respected or valued Ichiro, and Ichiro's children were not ashamed to accept him as their father. They believed that Ichiro had done nothing in his life, had never built anything, and that their wishes had come true through him. In the end, Ichiro was such a coward, but his family never understood that Ichiro was old and was already past his working age. It's not his responsibility to do the work, it's the child's responsibility. However, Ichiro's children did not know their responsibility and pointed all the blame at his father. Despite these hardships, Ichiro worked hard and was lonely despite his family. And he was a very simple person. As a result, no employees in the company respected him, and Ichiro didn't even have a boyfriend. Due to this situation, Ichiro's condition worsens when he goes to the doctor for an examination. And the doctor tells him that he has cancer and that he will die soon. Ichiro tries to tell his family about this fact, but they ignore the news and the whole family is busy saving their lives. Meanwhile, Ichiro experiences bliss. It was dog bliss when he found the dog. And the dog was very loyal to Ichiro. Ichiro's wife finds out about this dog and asks him to remove it from her house. But Tachiro's dog won't leave him. Now, Ichiro keeps asking this dog to leave him, but this dog isn't going anywhere. Now Ichiro takes this dog to the park to keep the dog away. There, Ichiro sees a very strange spaceship. Before Ichiro can understand anything, the spaceship crashes into them. At the same time, Ichiro also passed away. Afterwards, a flashback is seen in Ichiro's head. At first glance, Ichiro comes back to life and returns home with the dog. When he entered the house, he accepted everything strange, performed the task for which he was thought to be unsuited, and felt a mysterious force in his body. Meanwhile, he begins to catch glimpses of his one hand. At the same time, one of his nails is exposed, and there he sees two USB pins. When you touch the throat, the whole face opens. At first glance, both arms are open. Now he has all the facts. Here, it means that he faced this situation due to the crash landing of an alien army. Now he is transformed into a machine with a human face, along with a teenage boy named Hiro, who was in the park at the time. Like Ichiro, he also transforms into a machine. However, Hiro soon realizes the power of this technology and becomes all too skilled. Soon, he too becomes a great master of his powers. Hiro was also able to shoot his fingers and had perfect control over all electrical devices. Now he also reveals his powers. To his friends, Hiro was a lonely boy. When he is mentioned here, his only family was his mother. His father's greed for wealth led him to go to someone else. That's why Hiro always wanted to see his mother happy. However, Hiro's economic situation was very bad. He was so poor that he could not do anything in spite of himself. He was always sad. This sad thought made Hiro feel aggressive if he ever saw a happy family. He was jealous of it. In contrast, we see that Ichiro also knows about his supernatural powers. He found himself treating pigeons without a tie. Meanwhile, Ichiro hears crying. Ichiro follows the sound and arrives at the hospital. There he witnesses a woman's son about to die. Around the same time, Ichiro uses his power to get his son back. And this woman's son made a full recovery. Now Ichiro thinks he will definitely use this superpower to help others. Hiro, on the other hand, believes he is using his powers to annoy people. He has been seen teasing several male students at the university. His friends also see this and start getting scared of him. These abilities led him to consider himself a king. Now he is also thinking about how many people will be avenged by him. First, he moves in with his father. Once there, he starts killing his father's family. However, he avoids an unexplained murder and stops. Then he begins to return to his hometown. Then, along the way, I hear my family's laughter. Then Hiro loses his temper. He kills this entire family. This news and how this family was murdered will be shared soon. Now Hiro's friend understands that it was committed by Hiro, because no one else can commit it except him. This causes Hiro's friends to break off their childhood friendship. This loss left Hiro alone. Ichiro, on the other hand, was very angry about it, and he could not perform his duties properly in the office because of these problems. And he begs his boss to keep his job. Afterwards, Hachiro returns to his home. When he returns home, his wife tells him that his son is not ready to go to college right now, and that she is thinking about transferring her daughter as well. The most shocking fact is that Ichiro knows that his wife is having an affair with another man. Ichiro says nothing to anyone here. To that, he says everyone has the right to live their own life. People can live their lives the way they want. Afterwards, he told his son, do not be afraid of others. He also advises his daughter that she could pursue a career in the arts. Even though his family's wish came true, he finds fault with Ichiro. Now Ichiro sits depressed in the corner. At the same time, I hear a man crying. It was the cry of Hiro's friend who was so worried about Hiro's mistake because he had chosen the wrong path in his life. Well, Ichiro wanted to go there right away. Now, in this rush, his robot wings appear. Now he quickly reaches Hiro's friend who is flying. Once there, Hiro's friends reveal the whole truth to him. He says you are the one who can stop him. However, Ichiro had no fighting ability. Now the hero's friend is helping him in this matter. Then he drinks salt water here. However, his alien robot machine does not accept this change and quickly expels the water. This means that this machine is malfunctioning due to salt water. Meanwhile, the police had also arrived at Hiro's house because he knew that the hero was the culprit who murdered this family. Now they all start capturing Hiro. But Hiro doesn't listen to anyone's warnings and he starts shooting everyone there. And he runs away from there. Then he goes to his friends. Well, Hiro knew everywhere he was most wanted. Now, I'm going to badmouth Hiro's mother because of Hiro. This made him so sad that she committed suicide. Upon learning this reality, Hiro becomes enraged and in turn begins sacrificing everyone who opposes him, hacking their devices and killing them all. But Toshiro learns that Hiro is behind all these evil deeds. He advised her to stay away from his family. However, no one in his family took his advice seriously. Meanwhile, Hiro is planning to kill someone in a different way, and in the middle of his plan, his friend comes who knows about it. That Hiro is still behind this game. She was helping Hiro. I was sure that the heroes would soon solve the problem and everything would return to normal as before. Hiro also becomes emotional and decides not to kill anyone, but at the same time that day, the police approach there and start firing at Hiro. Well, Hiro was no longer worried about himself, because above all, nothing will happen to him. He was exclusively worried about his girlfriend, because she lost her life because it might. If you hit them, he will now get angry. Here he decides to destroy the whole world and hacks all the computer mobile phone display screens and building walls in this way. He starts killing everyone. Because of this, the whole city is in an uproar and people start walking here with a purpose. In contrast, the survivors found all the facts funny. Among them were Ichiro's children. Now, with the help of Hiro's friends, Ichiro also hacks all the screens and sends a message to everyone to stay away from all electrical devices. Nowadays, everyone is moving away from electrical devices. This reduced the mortality rate of people. Now Hiro also starts using weapons and starts shooting rockets at all the buildings in the city. Ichiro, who witnessed everything, goes to Hiro and starts a fight. A big fight breaks out between the two, and Hiro tries to push the helicopter pilot to the ground mid-flight, but Ichiro saves him. Since Ichiro didn't have as much power as Hiro, he starts running away from Hiro again. Well, after Ichiro captures the hero, he makes him drink salt water, but the hero's robot body has advanced technology, and the salt water soon becomes ineffective, and Ichiro takes Hiro to space, far away from Earth. To go. Hiro loses his health and the salt water begins to affect him. Ichiro then attacks with all his might. He goes to her daughter and saves her life by giving her an electric shock with his powers, and Hiro gets there again and punches Ichiro hard. At this point, Ichiro's condition begins to deteriorate as Hiro beats him severely. After that, Hiro makes her his next victim and starts throwing Ichiro's daughter out of the building, but Ichiro begs him to leave her alone, saying that he can at least spare her daughter's life. Nevertheless, Hiro abandons her daughter. When the hero does this, a mysterious power begins to occur within Ichiro, and the hero uses all his strength to kill Hiro. He protects his daughter. Afterwards, peace returns to the city, and Ichiro's entire family begins to inspect his house. A short clip at the end of the film shows the hero still alive. The movie then ends right then and there. And the movie ends here. Thanks for watching our video. If you enjoyed this film recap and want more, subscribe now, like, and share captivating stories with your friends. Tell me which movie you'd like me to summarize next. See you soon.